Whispers of Solitude. In the dim, suffocating confines of his solitary cell, John had long lost track of time. Days bled into nights, and the silence of his isolation gnawed at his sanity. But one day, something changed. He woke to an eerie, mechanical whirring echoing through the cold, stone walls. At first, he dismissed it as a figment of his restless imagination, a side effect of months spent in isolation. But the metallic symphony persisted, growing louder with each passing hour. John pressed his ear to the door and strained to listen. The noises were unmistakable, robotic servos humming with mechanical precision. Fear coiled in his chest. The guards, the only semblance of human contact he had in this forsaken place, had always been a source of dread and yet a small connection to the outside world. But now, the clinking of keys and muffled conversation were replaced by the eerie sounds of automation. Over days that stretched into weeks, John's curiosity overcame his fear. He lay on his cot, ears attuned to every mechanical noise beyond his cell. It was as though a silent army of metal sentinels patrolled the corridors, their movements precise and unwavering. His meals, once delivered with an indifferent grunt, now arrived with mechanical precision. A small slot in the door slid open, and a tray of tasteless gruel appeared, pushed by unseen hands. The slot clanged shut with a mechanical finality, leaving John to wonder whether he was truly alone with these cold, unseen machines. In the dead of night, John devised a plan. He had secretly hoarded a piece of sharpened metal from a previous meal, hidden beneath his tattered mattress. He spent hours carving a peephole into the cell's wooden door, hoping to catch a glimpse of his mechanical wardens. Finally, he had his chance. In the pitch blackness of the cell, he pressed his eye to the tiny hole. What he saw sent shivers down his spine. A pair of glowing red orbs stared back at him, cold and unfeeling. The mechanical guard, humanoid in form, stood there, its metallic limbs moving with a calculated precision as it observed his every move. John recoiled, doubting his own sanity. Had the isolation driven him to hallucinate these inhuman sentinels? Or were these robotic guards real, part of a sinister experiment meant to push his fragile mind to the brink? Days turned into weeks, and John's grasp on reality continued to slip. The relentless presence of the mechanical guards haunted his every thought. He no longer knew if they were real or a manifestation of his crumbling psyche. It didn't matter. John had descended into a fractured world where the line between reality and illusion was forever blurred. All that remained was the incessant whirring of servos, the unfeeling eyes in the darkness, and the relentless solitude of his cell, a prisoner trapped not only by walls of stone but also by the uncertainty of his own mind.